Hello and welcome to Draw With Me. And that was a beautiful rainforest extravaganza that we just had. Beautiful to see. And speaking of, here is JJ. Always
Hello.
beautiful to see you too.
Aw, I will take it. We all need to have someone shine a light on us from time to time.
That's why we have gaffers and lighting crew. So it seems to be raining everywhere, as you just said.
Oh
it's
my
raining
gosh.
everywhere except here, so it's rainforest. Seems inappropriate.
Yeah, rain, go away. Everybody's cold and drizzly. It's hot
Spring.
and sunny here, so we'll try to send some your way. And
But it's summer is.
we're going to channel it. We're going to manifest it with today's session, right?
Right. So summer doesn't officially start for 1 month from yesterday. However, this weekend or Monday is Memorial Day here in the United States, which is usually the sign that
it begins.
Summer is here, yes.
Summer break for school kids. And just generally people take it a bit easier in the summer, I think. In Europe, they tend to take off August, but here in the States, our school kids start getting out, over the next couple of weeks. I think in every state, school is done.
Well, here in Arizona,
they're already done.
Yeah, they're done because it's so hot here. But
Yeah.
So that's going to be our theme. So yesterday we met with the members of the channel. Hopefully you are one of them by now. And we did Draw With Me again, which we do every Wednesday. And we always ask our members, what do you think we should draw in Draw With Me today or tomorrow, which is today. We asked them tomorrow. Anyway, so we said, what should we do? And we came up with this idea that we should do something about summer fun. So that's our theme for today, is summer fun. So you will get ready for that. Now,
it kind of started as a barbecue, and then we talked about
food recently.
The fact that we draw, hot dogs we did, I think, a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's enough.
So yeah, we're gonna take that theme and make it bigger and more inclusive.
Right. So we are going to do a lot of drawing today. So be prepared. We are going to draw 14 different things, and we're going to have 3 minutes to draw each of them. Don't quit yet. Don't leave yet. They're going to be relatively simple things. They're not going to be hugely complex, but it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge to say, can I draw something in 3 minutes? You can. And you're going to draw 14 of them. So plan on having a room. And what I also want to tell you was, I'm doing an experiment, which is the pictures that we're going to use as reference, I've made into a PDF, which you can download. So if you go to the description below this video, you will see a link that will allow you to download them. So if I'm just moving so quickly and you're like, well, I can't do it, grab the PDF and you can work at a more leisurely pace, okay? So we'll see how it goes. If people like the PDF and download it a lot, I'll probably continue doing it. If you don't, well, I won't. So that's it. So I think it would be easier for you. So I also want to move on and talk about a new course that we are just launching today. I'm not sure what the official launch date is. Yesterday. So it is called Start Your Sketchbook Journal, and it is my personal course that I'm teaching. It's a course that I've wanted to teach since the beginning of Sketchbook School, but I never got around to it, and now I finally have. So if you've seen these various books behind me, all these sketchbooks behind me, that's my sketchbook journal in which I record the stuff of my life. I've made videos about it. You've probably seen some of them. Well, if you'd like to learn how to do it, in 31 days, we will work together every day for a month, and you will have the habit. And I'll show you all the different ways in which you can do this. So we're having an early bird special, 50% off the launch price of this thing. And so you can sign up at sketchbookschool.com and start doing it. I think a lot of folks already have. Yes, a lot of people, like the frugal RV gal. She's frugal, but she still bought it.
She knows a
bargain
special price. Yeah, exactly. She's not going to pay full price for this.
Right. So,
we should mention you don't have to do it.
Excuse me, JJ's off camera, so let me just go over to her a second. Yes, go ahead.
So we do say it's structured for 31 days, but you do it on your own time.
You do it, yeah.
Yeah.
You have
you buy it, you get it, you have it, you keep it, You watch it whenever you feel like it. But I think, your prompts are sort of small and snackable, so you could do it every day. And if you did it for a month, you'd have an awesome sketchbook.
It's true. So yes, all right. Let me just return here. So yes. So yeah, sign up, take advantage of the sale while it lasts, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people doing this.
Yeah.
This is going to be a thing that if you do this, like when I learned to do this, it's been 30 years I've been doing it. It's like, it's addictive. It's super fun. But as JJ said, work at your own pace. You have lifetime access to the course. So, but not lifetime access to the price. Alex bought his yesterday too, and it says it's exactly what he's been looking for. So that's great.
Thank you, Alex.
Rachel signed up. Teresa signed up. Diane has started it already. Laura signed up. So a lot of you are in it already. That's great. I'm looking forward to hearing what you think and how your sketchbook is progressing.
Yes.
Okay, so speaking of sketchbooks, let's get back to today's assignment.
A lot to do today.
We've got a lot to do. We've got 3 minutes apiece to do it. Okay? So I'm going to throw up a thing. I'm planning to use color. It's summer, so I want it to be colorful. So I'm planning to use colored pencils and tempera. So
I was going to say, let me guess.
Yeah, it's bright, intense, but I'm also, the fact that I'm using tempera means that my drawings are not going to be super detailed. That's not the point of this. It's a lot of the things that I've picked are things that in an instant you would recognize and you go, okay, I know what that is. So these are, they're fun and fast. Okay? Take a deep breath, have a sip of coffee, and let's let the summer begin. Here we go. All right, here's our first one. It is a slice of delicious watermelon. So I'm going to start with a nice, fairly easy. It's a triangle. But we're going to use up to 3 minutes. I mean, I guess do this whole thing in 10 seconds, just draw a triangle, but no, I'm going to try and I want to use the time well. So that's what I plan to do. And yeah,
we haven't had a watermelon yet this season. It's
you're right,
maybe this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was sanctioned yet, was it? I think there were laws against eating your watermelon too quick, too early.
Yeah. You want peak watermelon. You want it to be ready.
Exactly. So I'm using, these are Silly Fox tempera sticks. I haven't used these in a while. These are Derwent Color Soft pencils. They're called soft because they are pretty soft and squishy. Squishy? What's the word I'm thinking of? Squishy. Squidgy.
Squidgy.
So yeah, so squidgy. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of, I'm not doing like full up lettering. I think I'm just going to do, it would be nice if my pen was working, but it isn't. So yeah, so thank you, pen.
Cindy's Doodle, her Doodle dog loves watermelon. I don't know if we've given it to the pugs. I'm sure they'd be willing to try it. They tend to like fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. They do enjoy frozen beans, so maybe they like
oh my God,
watermelon.
frozen frozen watermelon, I don't think is a thing. It has, I don't think that would work, but I think
Jen does it.
When it's super cold. Oh, does she? Mm-hmm. But it still doesn't really get frozen.
It gets crunchy. Crunchier. Okay, so we've still got 30 seconds here. So I was over-rushing, unnecessarily rushing. But
I feel like your rind and the fruit are sort of floating and not attached to each other.
Well, it's because I was looking at the whiteness of it,
See, I don't see that as white. I see that as yellow.
Well,
like lime.
You're going to the optometrist soon, right? Okay, I'm going to put in a little bit of yellow at your best.
Thank you.
Time's up. Moving on.
Ding dong.
Okay, we got to move. So we're going to go back and we are going to move to the next one, which is a fan. So how does one do this with tempera? Good question.
We have a lot of fans in our house. I would say we have a fan in every, maybe 2 fans in every room.
Yeah,
that fan looks like it's come right from the 1980s. I remember having that fan back in the
really
day.
Look like this anymore, right? Now they're like.
Well, now they're all plastic, right?
Yeah.
Or metal. We have a few that are metal that are cute.
They're kind of taller. And,
seems hard to draw, honestly. Yeah. I think you're not making it easy straight out the gates.
well, I apologize if you're struggling with this one, but
this is when that PDF might come in handy. Just skip it on over.
right, it's true. I don't think it's that hard to draw. At least I'm not finding it that hard to draw. But I'm super cool. Sorry.
Yeah, way to validate everyone.
Thank you. If you're not super cool, then buy a fan.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, because we have 2 fans in every room.
See, I kind of didn't want, I feel like I'm now suddenly drawing in a different style. And that's not, my intention was to have everything be kind of bold. So.
I feel this is still pretty bold.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely want to keep these feeling kind of graphic. And I didn't really draw the fan blades, so I'll try to draw those in there.
Yeah, this kind of like beige plastic is not really much in vogue
courant?
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the kind where you like have to push in multiple buttons, I think. Yeah.
And the buttons are all like shades of brown.
Yeah, it's definitely got a 70s vibe going on.
See, I feel like it's more of an 80s thing.
But the shades of brown is sort of 70s, isn't it?
Well, early 80s? I don't know.
Oh, 2 seconds up.
I think this thing... Oh, dear.
All right, I'm just going to take 1 second to write. And I'm really mad that this pen is not working because I just put in a new thing. I'm going to take 10 seconds to get this pen working. Here it is. Okay, it's working.
Hate that scritchy scratch sound.
There we go. All right, it's working. Good. Next up,
What do you got?
we have...
Yeah, Winter said you forgot the cord. Super cool, dude. You ran out of time. Let's be honest.
Oh, all right. Super cool, dude. It's going to be my nickname from now on. Here we go. Copper tone. What do you think, copper tone?
Man, I love the smell of this stuff. Just like instantly puts you on vacation.
You know what I noticed? That they've changed the little trademark.
Oh.
Yeah, so the trademark was always like a little girl having her
Panties,
swimsuit,
yeah.
being pulled down. Now it's a dog just kind of biting her butt.
Well,
It's no longer exposing her butt. So I guess that's...
But that, I mean,
more
we are in
correct.
a more correct time.
Yeah, it's more correct. But the whole point of it was that it exposed that she was sunburned.
Yeah.
So if you kind of remove that, then...
But you don't really want like that on a tanning lotion. SPF 4, I don't think that exists anymore. That's like not a thing.
Yeah, I just like the design of this one the most. That's why I picked it. But you're right, SPF 4.
I mean, what a joke. But it sure does smell good.
SPF 4.
There's a sunscreen, like an actual SPF sunscreen, not like a sun tanning lotion, but it's called Sun Bum. And it smells like old school copper tone to me, so I quite like
Say it
that.
smells like somebody's bum.
No, it doesn't smell like anything that is no longer PC. No, it smells like a pina colada.
I wonder why they changed it.
What? Change what?
I wonder why they changed that fragrance, because it is a pretty,
I don't think they did change it. What are we talking about?
I thought you said that you couldn't get the original smell of Coppertone anymore.
Well, no, the point is I now use sunscreen, like a legit sunscreen
I
and
see.
not tanning lotion.
I see. So it's now it's called sunscreen instead of suntan lotion.
Yeah.
That's another key difference.
Yeah. I mean, we used to have like tanning oil. Remember that? Remember that? Like Bain de Soleil, which was like a gelée that came out of a little tube and
You were a hardcore.
hardcore. I mean, so devoted. I considered getting a suntan my job. Because, I mean, this was a thing I was mocked for, like being extra white and pale. So I had to remedy this, and I applied myself. And,
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably not going to be great. Somebody just said, hi, Grandpa. Seriously now?
Who's Grandpa?
Is it you? Is it me?
I'm not a grandpa. I'm a young dude.
Yeah.
Some young whippersnapper. So I'm going to call this suntan lotion. All right. Moving on.
What's next?
Let's find out. Ice cream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I want that hand in there too.
It's like a Mr. Softy?
No, I mean, I want the hand holding it.
Oh, I see.
Except you can't see it. There you go.
That looks yummy. That looks like quality ice cream.
It does.
And a generous portion.
Yeah, I think it was for a photo shoot. Strawberry ice cream too. And it actually looks like two kinds.
It's
right?
two flavors. It's 2 scoops. And that waffle cone it's like bigger than, it's not, that doesn't look like a single serving.
Got to move fast on this one. It's more complex than the others.
Yeah, those are not the flavors of ice cream that I would choose. Those look like a little too...
Yeah, I think they're art directed.
Well, yeah. They just don't seem like they're going to pack a punch.
Well, I think they were designed for a nice pale photo.
Yeah,
But that isn't to say you couldn't change the flavor in your drawing. You can.
that's true. And I would. And I shall.
I'm keeping mine.
I've never really been a fan of strawberry ice cream.
Oh, I like
I
it.
don't much care for having like chunks of fruit.
Yeah, 'cause your chunk
Yeah,
of,
I don't. Yeah, I
chunkiverse.
don't. It's a texture problem for me. I like chunks of like chocolate, but I don't really like care for like
You're very particular.
bits of strawberry. Mm-mm.
How much time? 24 seconds. Jiminy. Alrighty. Ice cream it is. Let's see what we have next. I think I need a sip of coffee. Do we have Jenny's ice cream in Arizona?
We
Nina
sure
asks?
do. We have been the biggest fans of Jenny's ice cream since, I don't know, I think we first experienced it in like 2011. So it's been quite some time. We've been devotees. And we will seek it out.
All right, so this is a variation. For those of you who don't eat ice cream, this is a popsicle. Similar, but I just felt like having two. But I'm going to make mine into a lime popsicle, just because I'm feeling the need for some color in here. To me, lime, like a popsicle, is more of a summer thing than even ice cream.
So weirdly, that ice cream was like giant in the hand. This popsicle looks minuscule.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those sort of, you know. I mean, that's the way popsicles are now.
No.
I don't know if it's for nutritional reasons or. But it's a good opportunity to draw hands, which you might be fretting over, but don't. They're just a bunch of fingers. If AI can do it, you can do it.
Lisa said, they make it smaller and charge the same money. Yes, that is true. Things,
Capitalism at its finest.
So here in Phoenix, well, I think everywhere, but quite popular here in Phoenix are Mexican popsicles called payetas.
Oh yeah, those are.
Oof, they're good. They're
I don't
very
think I've ever
concentrated.
had one here, though.
Oh, sure we
I had them
have.
in New York.
No, we've had them here. What are you talking about? Really? They're good.
In New York, there was a place that opened up near us that had them. They'd never really been in New York before.
It wasn't the most successful. I don't know how they.
But they had ones that were like spicy.
Yeah, they had one that was like a chocolate chili.
Oh yeah, God, that was good.
And then they discontinued it. The best flavor.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
They probably went out of business.
I think they did.
Pandemic probably killed them.
Yeah. I mean, it's just being in Manhattan, having like a small retail situation. If you're not like running stolen Picassos in the back room, I don't know how you keep it going.
Done.
Ding dong.
Done and done. Well, okay. What have we next? Corn,
Corn.
right? Can't go wrong with corn. That's a summer thing.
Absolutely.
Is elote Spanish for corn, or is elote just what they call corn?
I think elote is specifically the dish that has the trimmings on it.
Oh, really?
I mean, corn is masa.
Oh, that's true. Maize. Amazing.
But sweet corn, like in the summer, it's just so delicious. It's as good as ice cream. I'm saying it. There, I said it.
Okay, I'll remember that next time you want to have dessert.
You know what would be good is corn ice cream.
I'm not sure about that.
Let's try it.
I'm sure Jenny's has made that.
Your corn is kind of looking like a banana.
Yeah.
A banana.
Well, now I'm putting the kernels in, so.
So Danny and I had a proper disagreement maybe a couple summers ago when I realized he was buying corn from the store that he didn't pull back the husk to review the kernel situation.
I was impatient.
I mean, that is so lazy. That is really like the height of laziness.
I am lazy.
I mean, how hard is it to just take a peek and see what's going on in there? Because, you know, you have choices. It's like a big bin. So he was picking out some real duds, and I was like, did you not check the situation?
Don't send a man to do a corn picker's job.
So lazy.
I'm proud of my laziness. I work hard at it. I think you're lazier than I am, aren't you? I thought your family prides themselves on their laziness. Or is it just your mother? Proud to be lazy.
I think I'm pretty lazy. I think my laziness, though, is targeted. You know? I wouldn't be lazy over...
Corn picking.
I mean, honestly, it's not that challenging to peel back the husk and see, are the kernels in good shape? To me, that's not... I mean, that transcends laziness. It's negligent.
If I was fully perfect, then what would you have to talk about? One of my few shortcomings. Not a corn husker. Isn't it a football team?
I think it is. Sad to say, we don't know what state or locality. Is it Iowa?
It's probably Hawaii.
No, it's not.
It's probably Hawaii.
Nebraska?
Alaska, I think. The Alaska Cornhuskers.
We just know next to nothing about most sports. I'm so embarrassed to say it.
Here we go.
Okay, what's next?
It's probably going to be a sports-related thing. Ready? Close? Flip-flops.
Floppers.
But I'm going to change the color of mine.
All right, people have said Nebraska. Okay, I got it on the second try, so that's not nothing. Cornhuskers.
You're such a jock.
You know what, though? I mean, I think the regulars know I'm obsessed with tennis. And it's a really exciting, like, the countdown is on. The French Open is about to begin. Oof. I wait all year for these events.
That is reasonably exciting.
So exciting.
I'm waiting for the Tour de France.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to wait a bit longer for that. So one of the only things that Twiglet consistently chewed up when she was a puppy were my flip-flops. And I just, like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 days ago got my summer pair, and I'm wondering, is Clover going to notice them?
Probably.
So far she hasn't. I said, I think to you yesterday, like, I wonder when Clover's going to chew up my flip-flops. And you commented that I was being negative.
She's too busy chewing up the insoles of my shoes to trouble your flip-flops.
It's true.
I kind of like doing this with the tempera and then going over it with a colored pencil of the same, almost identical color. Makes for an interesting kind of contrast. Textures, but I have to say that it was not easy getting the all of the reference pictures together for this thing.
I know you kind of were...
I spent a long time on this.
You were a bit dismayed yesterday.
Yeah. There's always something wrong with when you look for reference pictures to share like this. If I was doing it on my own, I wouldn't care about certain things, but you want to try and make it work for everybody. So, all right, so now I just need to label these. Flip. Or as we used to call them in Australia, thongs.
Yeah, we used to, in the 80s or in the 70s, we called them thongs.
And then they came out with thongs.
Well, and then they got thong underwear, right?
Yeah,
so now that's
when
we're back to underwear. I call them floppers.
All right, here we go. Next. So this is related. It's sandals. They're related. Acknowledging that they're related.
Okay. Those are cute.
Yeah, I like the look of this with long pants too.
I think it's like a light colored pant, right? So that also signals summer. You wouldn't be wearing those pants like in January.
You wouldn't wear the sandals in January either.
Those are that's cute. That's a cute look. I feel like you have those kind of sandals. Man sandals, mandals.
Dandles in my case.
Yeah, there used to be well, maybe still people adhere to it, but you're not meant to wear white before Memorial Day, and then again, not after Labor Day. So there we go. White pants. It's time.
All right, I kind of screwed these up, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments. I think I'm going to make...
I think you're off camera.
Oh, okay, good. You weren't seeing, because I'm making a bit of a mess of these.
Well, you still have a minute and a half to fix them up.
I shall. I put the feet too far apart, you see. Wasn't really paying attention to that part of it, so I have to just make this part up. Yep, not good.
I would say not the best, not the worst.
Thank you.
I think the
Where's that bumpy part? It's on the outside. Okay.
well, the strappy goes over it.
No, I'm saying the bump on your foot, on your ankle.
Oh. Oh, Wilma's got a socks and sandaler. Yep, that's a look.
This isn't Germany. We're not doing that. We're not doing it unless you're in Germany, in which case you can do it.
Look.
That was all right. That was a bit of a
Blisters are not the funnest. I think you did a great job on one of the feet.
Thank you. Should have quit while I was ahead. Yeah. All right. Moving on to... All right, so this was the hardest piece of scrap to find, which is a barbecue.
Really?
So yeah, so I'm just gonna completely make up my own barbecue because I could not find a barbecue that I liked. I couldn't do it.
Wow. Shocked by that.
I know. I was shocked too. It was the first thing, and I spent so long on it, I just finally said, you know what?
Was it because you didn't want to have a person in it?
Because the food, to get the right angle on the barbecue and to get the food looking correct, it was just really, to get the right food, I don't know what it is.
You just had to get those eggplants.
No, I'm completely going off.
I mean, this is like a vegan barbecue situation here.
I know, that's why I was just like, just figure it out.
Tommy Kane's barbecue.
We'll have to figure it out ourselves. Cannot count on reference for this, but we all know what it looks like. I mean, there's lots of different kinds, but I'm doing a sort of, I'm not sure even what are these barbecues called that are a kettle barbecue maybe?
It's a Weber.
Well, it's the brand, but I
think but everybody calls it a Weber.
Okay. Well, Weber or not, you call it that. That's what baking.
So last night we were watching an episode of a show we really enjoy. It's been on a long time, many episodes, called Chef's Table. This was Chef's Table.
Oh my God, it was so good.
It's like like the masters of chefs. So anyway, the segment we watched last night was about Chef Jose Andres, and he is. I mean, if you don't know who he is. I mean, I said to Danny before it started, I said, this guy might be the world's nicest human being. Like, he's a real good guy.
He was nominated for
Nobel Peace Prize.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, so he has World Central Kitchen where he goes into disaster areas, brings food, brings chefs, like feeds, like there's a hurricane, he's there. There's a earthquake, he's there. And, feeding the masses wonderful food. Plus, he's just an unbelievable high-end chef with something like 40 restaurants. Anyway, absolutely impressive on every level. But the most impressive thing is he was making this like giant paella on a big barbecue.
God, so
oh my goodness.
I mean, it must have been like 6 feet across.
My goodness, did this look like a thing you would all want to eat. I mean, there's something for everyone in this paella, right? It's like got all the things. But it was massive, and it was on this just like enormous grill. So great. Very inspiring. A beautiful human, but like beautiful food footage. Great story, but also just like mouth-watering goodness. Wow, I really talked that whole...
You really got excited there.
3 minutes.
So, all right, so that's the barbecue.
Okay, cool.
I hope you're happy with yours.
Yeah. BBQ.
Sorry, I have to unearth an eraser from in here somewhere. Okay. So it's going to take me a minute. Do I have an eraser? Oh, man, this is making even worse of a mess. All right. It's going to be a dirty summer. Here we go. Here we go. And mosquito.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when I said summer fun, I didn't necessarily mean that it was going to be that much fun.
Well, it's summer when?
That's true. Have you ever really looked at a mosquito up close like this? Wow. That is
They're horrible.
Imagine if they were this size.
They are.
Suck all of your blood out.
Ugh. I had one on my ankle yesterday, maybe the day before. I felt it bite me, which you often don't. You have no, until the next day when you have a big welt. But I felt it bite me. I saw it. I smacked it, and blood everywhere. So I was like, that guy's been feeding on somebody in this household. Ugh. The worst.
And they're ugly too. I mean, there's a lot of bugs that when they take pictures of them up close, they're like, wow, that's actually a really beautiful thing. Mosquito is not one of them. It's got like a big hunchback. Ish. Now, I'm sure that some of you are going to spend more than 3 minutes doing these things, and you're going to be rewarded by spending extra time. I don't know why I'm racing to do this and why I was so ambitious, because there's a price to pay for it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. My apologies to anybody who's like, this is ridiculous.
Taking the fun out of summertime with this.
Yeah, you're right.
As we see from the birds pre-roll, sometimes people just pick one of the things and go deep, which is cool.
Totally. I mean, you don't have to be a maniac like me.
And you can just listen to us yakking and babbling on.
Spend your time.
While you spend an hour doing you.
Yeah.
Just do you. I might spend my time with that ice cream, given the choice.
Eating it or drawing it?
Both.
Oh, I see.
I mean, yours kind of looks also like a fly, which is another summertime special.
I don't know what they bite you with. Do they? I don't see like a big stinger thing coming out.
Mackenzie is drawing her mosquito getting zapped. I approve.
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
I once went to a presentation when we still lived in New York. It was at the Natural History Museum, which is a really cool place. But they were talking about, we have the ability to eradicate mosquitoes, so why don't we do it? And the panel had different opinions about it, but the most compelling one was like, well, what happens downstream if we affect that food source? Do we then lose birds? It's like nobody wants to see birds go.
I think it's because it would put mosquito repellent companies out of business.
I don't know about
And
that.
their lobbyists were fighting hard to preserve the mosquito, one of our natural resources.
The fact is, when mankind goes meddling,
Yeah,
it
usually-
often turns out
Yeah, it does not turn out
surprisingly badly, right? That was sort of the
I'm
theme
not sure
of the
that's
night.
surprising, but yes, it's true.
No, I mean, just like the horrible outcome is something that wasn't predicted.
Yeah, that's true. All right, sorry, I'm just reorganizing my colored pencils because when you move this fast, you've got to have your weapons set up for you. All right, here we go. Let's see
What's
what we
next?
got next.
What's next?
Sunglasses.
Oh yeah,
Got to have your sunnies.
gotta have your shades.
So I think I'm not going to make mine whatever color these are.
I mean, again, I'm gonna say those sort of look like they're from the 80s. There's a theme to your summer.
Yeah. It's 80s summer of the 80s summer.
Back when SPF 4 was a thing. And the fans all were
One speed.
brown buttons. Twiglet's really smacking her lips back there. What are you doing, Twigs?
All right. These are not terribly difficult to draw. But if you want to draw them well, you might always spend a bit more time on it.
I mean, there are so many variations on sunglasses.
Yeah, that's true. You could draw your own sunglasses if you have them on. Alrighty.
Here in Phoenix, we have sunglasses year-round. I have a fun condition called ocular rosacea, which is exactly what it sounds like. So I pretty much wear sunglasses anytime I go outside.
There we go, sunglasses.
Bada bing!
So we've done 3. How many have we done now? This is going to be number 12. So okay, I might be able to fit them all in.
You've got
I forget what
12
they are.
minutes.
Okay, so here is a person in a swan. It's like Leia and the Swan. You know the story of Leia and the Swan?
What? What are we talking? Oh, no.
You don't know the story of Leia and the Swan? Greek mythology.
I don't think I do.
Zeus disguises himself as a swan, or turns himself into a swan.
Oh, yeah.
And seduces.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Seduces this woman.
We bought these kind of pool floaties when we first got to Phoenix, and we'd never had a swimming pool, and it was, I mean, it still is a massive luxury. We were just so delighted with it. But we got these giant inflatables. I think one was a flamingo. The other might have been like a weird unicorn. They look great in the pool, but they're so uncomfortable. They're so impractical.
Show what color to make this person. Those are the days when we have a pool toy now, which is this alligator.
Well, no, what we've discovered is the very best thing is the very cheapest thing, which, when does that ever happen? But it's true. I mean, having a pool is the expensive thing, but the stupid pool noodles that you just get for like a couple of dollars at the grocery store are the things that everyone seems to use the most. And you can use them, you can put your arm over and float that way. You can make it like a little chair, like a sling chair, and can sit on it. I mean, they're just great, and they don't take up much room, and they're, I mean, pennies on the dollar. So huzzah for that, because some of these pool floaties, I mean, you got one a couple of years ago that was like a giant floating double bed, and it had a canopy, and it was great, and it was like Twiglet and I floated around on it for like one day, and then there was some problem with it. We returned it. It was like $100. I mean, it was not cheap.
The problem with it was that it was larger than the pool.
No, it was huge. Like, you could barely float. No, did it have a hole? It didn't hold its...
Yeah, it didn't stay inflated.
Yeah.
So we had a giant, very sad thing in our pool.
Yeah.
All right, I've made her, she's large-headed. Her head is kind of, oh, you can't even see it. Why didn't you say anything? Here it is. So she's kind of got, her head has been swollen by the sun. So. She has really long legs. Oh. All right, that was a little tougher because it was more complicated. But so I'm just going to call this pool.
Well, hi, Clover.
All right, here we go.
Come here.
We're on the penultimate one.
You ready?
Here we go. All right, so these are just a couple lounge chairs. I thought this was quite nice.
Hi, baby.
Put these in
Hi,
here.
baby. I know.
Yeah, I'm just going to probably just draw one of them, actually. Quite complicated, actually, this thing. These are sort of like classic, like south of France kind of...
I think they call those sling chairs.
right. But
I would say it's a beach chair, right?
yeah, that's true. So
Because they're portable.
So this is going to just be a stand-in for going to the beach, I think.
La plage.
Sur la plage. But I think I'll put in a little bit of sand underneath it. It's kind of intruding here a bit on the pool, but this is just going to call this the beach.
That actually looks like maybe it's a lakeside situation because it's like a pebbly beach.
Yeah, but I'm not drawing all that. No, it's probably an English beach actually.
Oh.
It's probably like Brighton or something.
Do they even have summer there?
It's raining, but it is.
That's why you need the portable chair, because you got to like fold it up quick and like run undercover.
English summer is like that, but yet they all get sunburned.
That's because they're using SPF 4.
That's true. Well, it's because they're just not used to being exposed to the sun. They're not desert creatures like we are. All right, so that's the beach, and maybe I should put some some water in the background?
You could add some
Yeah,
water
just
that
leave
can
it.
bleed over into that pool that I think will help that drawing considerably. Like a little wave, a little lazy river.
I followed your advice and immediately regretted it.
I know, silly bug. I know, silly little bug. Yes, you're precious. You're precious, girl.
Yeah, this is confusing. I shouldn't have done it.
I meant like little waves, like not like just like a blue haze. Use your pen and make little waves.
It's been done. I've done it already.
I see, okay.
But thanks for your suggestion. All right. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Bingo.
Boom.
All right, so now the problem is I've run out of space. So I think I'm going to have to put it up here next to the watermelon.
Yeah, that watermelon
Yeah. So,
took more than its fair share.
So here it is. What's the last one? Oh, okay. So this is a convertible,
Cute.
right?
Look how cute that is.
But I'm going to make mine orange.
Darling.
What's up with this? Something weird happening with this pen. Oh well. It's parked here kind of behind the watermelon. It says summer though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Got your top down.
I've never ever wanted to have a convertible though. They seem, it seems like an invitation for somebody to like rip you off.
What?
Yeah, like they're gonna puncture that. I don't know.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know, but they just seem ill-advised, and also they don't seem safe. I mean, I like it conceptually. I might even get one as a rental car. I just don't know if I would ever own one. Just not sure I could ever go there.
Well, that's really disappointing.
I know you don't want one either. Look at this pug.
No, I can't. I'm trying to
So cute.
hurriedly draw this car.
She's so
and I only
cute
have-
right
I
now.
only have a minute to do it in. Why am I using a black pen? Boy, what have I done?
I think it looks super cute.
Okay, that's good.
It looks like it's smiling.
Does a bit. Don't ever let me do this again this quickly. Definitely a lot of pressure. Summer's supposed to be laid back. All right. Summer's over.
Some. You know what else we could have put in our summertime? Shedding dogs. Both our dogs are like blowing their coats, and it is pug mania around here. I mean, you just
so
touch
wait.
them, and it's like a
Wait, hold on a second. What am I doing? Okay. So I need to,
crazy.
I'm going to hide this. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to hide this. All right, so there's my page in all of its glory. I think I need to do some kind of summer thing over here. summer.
You know what would be kind of a fun thing to do with this page? Is make it like a checklist.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And then we would get a lot of these things checked off maybe already this weekend.
All right, so yeah. I remember somebody saying to me a few years ago, somebody said to me, so what are you doing this summer? I thought, like, I'm a grown man. Like, summer doesn't mean anything anymore to me. It's not
You
like,
know, most people do go on vacation in the summer. We
you think that's what they
typically
meant?
don't, but
I thought, like, do you think, like, am I going to summer camp?
well, like, do you summer in the Hamptons
Well, no,
on the vineyard?
nice summer in the desert. Although I am going to Seattle
Yep.
for a couple of days. So, yeah, that'll be fun. All right, so summer's here, and my drawing's complete. It's okay. What do you
I
think?
like it.
Yeah. It has its moments.
It has its moments.
I mean, it was a short season. It was short and brief. But it was
Sadly, summer is not short and brief here in Phoenix.
yeah. Summer basically lasts 11 months.
We have 2 seasons here in Phoenix: perfect and summer.
Yeah. Summer's starting. It's gonna be over 100 this weekend.
Yeah, I think but honestly, usually it's hotter by now.
So yeah. So there we go. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Yeah, I had fun. I had fun watching you do it.
Good. All right. So we're done.
We're done.
So yes. So
So
what?
I was going to say, have a great Memorial Day weekend here in the States. If you're here in the States, thank you to our service members who we remember with great all respect due.
Yeah, we should remember what Memorial Day is about.
That's right. It is. It is. Not all fun, as it turns out.
Yeah. So I want to see your summer pictures. So please make sure to post them on Instagram or on Facebook or in the schoolyard and tag them #SBS, which stands for Sketchbook School. Draw with me. Yes, what else? You might want to become a member, and then way you can help us to pick next week's topic, which will be fun. It's always fun to do that. And it's another chance to do a draw with me again. So
Yeah.
we'll do a second draw with me.
More drawing.
What else? I would also say
Buy the course.
buy the course. Yeah, go to sketchbookschool.com and check out. You can learn a little bit more about the course if you want to by watching a video there and seeing some other stuff about it. And then if you'd like to get my essays, I write one every Friday, and you will get it for free tomorrow. That's about all I have to say.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a lot of options. You can buy stuff. You can get free stuff.
You can give stuff. You can share stuff.
You can
Are you a
share
giver?
stuff.
Are you a sharer?
See
are
there.
you a buyer? What are you? Whatever you
Do
are.
it all.
We have something
How about,
for everyone.
Yes, all of it and more. All right. Shall we sign off?
Your camera did not show your drawing, Sally says.
Oh, that's just rude.
How is that possible?
Maybe Sally was like too busy
Sorry, Sally.
trying to get her convertible done.
Yes. All right. Good. So thanks, and we'll see you again either Wednesday or Thursday, or we'll see you.
Yeah, soon.
We'll see you a lot, and we can't wait. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.